Hi there, how you doing? Are you good? Great, got a bunch of videos. Let's have a look at them. Alright, so we'll start off with this one. JBL GTX 1200 inside of a speaker cabinet. That's kind of weird. This, I'm pretty sure, is a subwoofer. Let's see what it sounds like when he turns the music on. Any minute now. There it is. Alright. The box moves by itself, which is kind of good to see sometimes. Alright, well, we can't quite hear what the box sounds like. I'm not sure if that speaker is connected to it, the one above this sub, but it moves by itself, like I said. Alright, very nice. And the next one we have is this one right here. So this is a homemade amplifier right there, and that is the reason I decided to put this video into this compilation. So he's powering this ground zero subwoofer. Alright, so we've got a fair amount of movement. I believe it's a 300 watt amplifier. And it enjoys the lows, which is pretty good to see. Alright, got another pair of speakers on the side. Not sure if they're active or not. They must be, because we can hear the sound. Anyway, thanks for your entry, and let's just take a quick look at that amplifier again. So we have a heatsink with a fan on top of it, and yes, very good. Bunch of wiring and pixels because something's happened to the video. Data moshing. And the next one we have has a bunch of writing. Let's check this out. So we've got two subwoofers at 1000 watts each, one amplifier, enclosure tuned to 28 Hz, two batteries inside the car, a 140 amp alternator, and some wiring because you kind of sort of need wiring. This setup has pushed 148.2 dB at 37 Hz, approximately 1800 watts. Hard to capture flex due to bad lighting. Lighting looks alright to me. The sun, I believe, is one of the best sources of light in the solar system. Alright, that's a good amount of flex. My car flexed similarly. Nice clean Volvo. Alright, so here we are in the back of a car, and we're filming in portrait, which is wonderful. MyStonerMind. Okay, so this is a DD sub, Digital Designs. And it's got a nice amount of flex. Now, I talk about flex and stuff. If your speaker moves a lot, that doesn't mean it's better. It just moves a lot. Just thought I'd make that clear. You see, that is all you really need in the back of a car. One great big sub. That is pretty enjoyable, unless you're a little crazy and, you know, you want something over the top. Alright, so the next one we have is an IKEA speaker.
MyStonerMind.
Got a nice amount of movement from these speakers. Yeah, alright. Didn't expect that. So this thing gets low, Not too sure how it sounds. Maybe I'll get one day and give it a bit of a sound test. And it ends. Oh, alright. And the next one we have is this one. So this guy's taken his Onkyo subwoofer apart, and he's taken a sub out, and he's given it a bit of a free air test, which is always good to see. And sometimes it's quite interesting to see the inside of the subwoofer box itself too, because not all manufacturers make subwoofer boxes the same way. So like if we were to take a look inside of this, maybe it would be empty with a port on one side, or maybe there'd be a bit of insulation in there somewhere and a few extra things. But yeah. And the next one we have is this. So we have a Vantage A4.1 and an SW101. So this is one of those, and this one isn't really moving that much. Turn up the volume a little bit more. That'd be nice. It made things a little more interesting. Let's maybe skip forward a little bit. Ah, it's lifting up the bottom of it. Ah, so we have a passive radiator on the bottom, which is also not really moving that much. Okay, good to see. Didn't think it would have one of those on the bottom of it. Alright, so that there is a Vantage A4.1. And is he going to turn it up? No. Okay. Alright then, the next one we have is this, and I believe this is a Bose, an 8-inch car subwoofer. These are always a little weird. Interesting to look at. Alright, so when the music kicks in, we can see how it moves, and that is how it moves. Alright. I always find it quite interesting checking out these sorts of things. Wow, look at that fingernail! Ah, so that's how they mount. Interesting. Alright, well this was good to see. I don't think I've seen these mounted in a car before. Alright, well thanks for sharing that. And also maybe trim your nails. And the next one we have is this one. No idea what sub it is, but let's see how it moves.
MyStonerMind.
Alright, okay. I was expecting a little more movement, but it's alright. Just about a pass. And he's turned the volume down. Ah, next track. Alright, cool. Let's see if it moves any more than it did. And it's about to kick in. What? Alright, not sure what this guy's doing. I think he's lost the plot. And the next one we have is this JBL Party Box 1000. Let's see what it does. So, eyes on the sub. Personally, I'm not really too keen on the lights. I think it's a bit meh. It's not something I would be interested in. But it looks as though the sub's actually hitting most of the notes. Or at least getting quite low, which is good to see. Just wish I could hear the bass. Now, to hear the bass, I probably have to get one of these and test it out. Alright, that was good to see. I've never seen one of those in action before. And the next one we have is this. Alright, so audio pipe subwoofer. We've got a couple extra things here. Gemini amplifier. And the audio receiver on the top is a Technical Pro. And the video ended. The next one we have is this. Sounds like we've got music playing in the background. Alright, so we've got an amplifier on the desk. What is that powering? That's powering one of the subs down below. But which one? Ah. This one. And, there we are. If it wasn't for the white wall in the background, we wouldn't be able to see it moving. I used to do that. I used to play music in one room and then play music in another room and try to sort of beat match. I used to do that when I was like 13. And the next one we have is this. So this guy's been on here before. Check out the laptop on the top of the box. Flexing. Laptop flex, aka hard disk drive destruction. Nice. The next one we have is this. We're in the back of a car. Got a nice amount of flex on this. And that is all we have for now. I will catch you in the next one.